Hi, my name is Mun Larimer. I'm running for President of the United States. I got a few bits of criticism that not a big deal. Things I need to address and I need to brush up on. For example, my last video, I did not speak very loud. I'm going to try to do better with that. And the next piece, which is going to lead me right into immigration. The only other piece of criticism that I've received is that I keep addressing citizens of the United States of America. And it was brought to my attention from a friend of mine who is an immigrant that I need to make it very clear that people who are here legally in the U.S. but are not citizens are still considered as people of the United States of America, who are still respected and still desired to be here. You know, we do want these people here, and we do want everyone from all across the world to feel comfortable to come here legally. There is no problem with immigration as far as people who are here under student visas, work visas. There is a lot of things that need to be addressed when it comes to those types of things. For example, I personally know of an individual who's here on a student visa who's never been to college. He's been here for 6 years, and these type of things need to be checked into routinely, not just looked at on a piece of paper and checked off. We rely way too much on technology, which is, there's nothing really wrong with technology, you know, but we still need to get out and be hands-on and check things out for ourselves. But, you know, I really don't need to get into that. I mean, that's pretty clear. I don't need to keep restating that. But I just want to make it clear that whoever's here legally and is not technically a citizen of the United States of America, we still want you here, you know, and I still want you to be a part of our system. And the whole goal of our economy and our whole country is to have people come here and not want to go back home. They want to be a part of America. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a great goal for any nation, to be so wonderful that people that come and visit want to stay. They don't want to go home. So with that being said, let's go right into immigration. And the hardship about immigration is all the illegal immigrants that we have. I don't even know if there's an accurate number out there, but everyone agrees that it's high. It could be in the millions. We don't know. There's no accurate way to know how many illegal immigrants are here in the United States when they sneak over the border. Now, with that being said, my plan is as controversial as almost anything else I've said. I want 6 months of a special visa so that everyone who is here illegally can just walk in, apply for that special visa, and get it that day. The special visa will grant them temporary citizenship, where they need to show consistently that they're working towards a permanent citizenship here in the United States. And as long as they are showing that consistency and that effort, then they can be here legally. Every illegal immigrant granted citizenship on a temporary basis with the hopes of becoming a permanent citizen would no longer be a burden to our system. Yeah, they'll still be using our services, but they'll be paying taxes, something they're not doing now. That's key. That's essential to revitalizing our federal economy, our federal budget, I should say, and stop all this pointless discussion of constant shutdowns and threats of shutdowns and all the whiny people talking about shutdowns. We don't need to shut down the government. What we need is the government to do its job efficiently and effectively to make sure that the right people are paying. But that's not about immigration necessarily. What happens after the 6 months is over? Well, the 6 months is nothing more than a sign-up period. After 6 months, if you're here illegally, then you are deported, hands down. It will be looked at as a crime. For all those people out there that say, hey, it's not a crime, well, it is. It is a crime. They are not a citizen of the United States of America. They are here illegally, and they will be deported. They do not need to be separated as a family. They don't need to be treated as barbarians or inhumane, but they can't stay. But anyone who signs up in that 6-month period can, you know. So after 6 months, the people who didn't sign up probably are people we didn't want in the first place to sign up. That solves that. It's a compromise between people who say that illegal immigrants should stay and people who say that illegal immigration is illegal. Realistically, we can't kick that many people out of our country. So let's find a way to make everybody happy, at least content. Everybody doesn't have to hold hands and sing in the streets, but they don't have to hate each other and look at each other with disdain. And always curious and wonder, is that person an illegal immigrant, or is that person going to call ICE on me? We don't need to do that. Immigration needs to be reformed. I don't know a ton about immigration, but the one thing that I know firsthand is how difficult it is to interact with people who are here legally, who don't speak any English. I'm not a raging fan that people must speak my language, and I'm a hater because people don't speak fluent English. I could care less if they speak fluent English. But when a person is trying to purchase something and you try to tell them what their total is, and they are completely confused and have no idea what you're talking about, that's a problem. That affects our economy. Even at the base level, which would affect the overall flow of business and interaction in society. The best way to get across that stumbling block is to be able to effectively speak one to another. Now, I'm not saying that they can't continue to speak their native tongue. I'm not saying that at all. And for people who want to go extreme and talk about their rights and honoring their culture, we can go that route too. You know, if you want to be a punk, then we can address the fact that Native Americans were here first and the rest of us are immigrants. And last time I checked, the Council for the Native American Tribes have chosen Navajo as their native language, and we can just make it legal that everyone has to not only learn English but Navajo, because that's the culture that was here first. Or we can just be reasonable about it and people just have to learn basic English. Just be able to effectively get along. Basic phrases. Not that big a deal. Even though English is a very difficult language. But people obviously want to be here, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. But the process needs to change. People have been here for many, many years who are just now getting their visa becoming legal citizens of the United States of America. People shouldn't be here for many, many years before they become a citizen of the United States of America. And people should not be tax exempt or get tax breaks because they're here from another nation for many, many, many years. No, thank you. No. 3 years tops, I can understand a transformation from one nation to another to get used to the system. But I've heard as much as 12 years, which I think is crazy. But the most consensus thing that I hear is 7. People shouldn't get a tax break for 7 years. It does not take 7 years to get adjusted. Because if it takes 7 years to get adjusted, if a person is elected as president of the United States twice, that means they only really have to work the last year of their presidency. That's 2 terms. If you only get elected one, you don't even have to work. That's stupid. It's completely stupid. Hi, my name is Mun Larimer. I'm running for President of the United States. I got a few bits of criticism that not a big deal. Things I need to address and I need to brush up on. For example, my last video, I did not speak very loud. I'm going to try to do better with that. And the next piece, which is going to lead me right into immigration. The only other piece of criticism that I've received is that I keep addressing, because it's the only way I'm going to win as President of the United States, and it's the only way we're going to be able to make a change here in the United States. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy your day.